beautiful nativity scene. I know that my family, we gift them to a lot of different families and kind of pass them around during the holidays, so we get to each experience them. So if you're like me, finding a new one is really special and super exciting. So this one right here is the Lustre Collection. You're getting 8 full pieces in this mini nativity. So we say mini, but I just want you to see here, they're about 9 inches. So it's a very good size. You're getting baby Jesus in the manger. You're seeing Mary and Joseph there as well. You're getting 3 wise men, an angel, and then you're also getting the entire stable, all for $169, and then 4 easy pays of $42.25. They're beautifully carved, and they're in that stone resin. So Jim, kind of tell us why you use stone resin, particularly for a lot of your pieces.
Well, our process is, of course, a casting process, okay? So the materials that we use and that I've selected, and a lot of this formulation of this stuff I've come up with and perfected over the years. We use silicone molds, and the silicone molds are flexible molds. That allows us to get details that are like undercuts and that sort of thing, so that we can perfectly duplicate the original. And nothing does it better than a silicone mold, because it will pick up absolutely every single detail there is. And then the material that we cast them in is a very low shrinkage material that we can once again duplicate in that mold, something that when it comes out of the mold, of course it's what we call a white body before we do the etching and the painting and so forth. But it is virtually identical to the original sculpture or the original carving. And that's the reason we use that material. But it's very durable too. I mean, it's something that's workable. You know, we go through what we call a fettling process, and that's removing all the little imperfections or the little mold seams and all that kind of stuff, so that it's all, you know, worked down, and so that none of the telltale marks of the molding process are there. And then we etch it with a special alkali, and that gives us what we call tooth. And that allows us to have a surface that this extremely dense lacquer will go to. And this is all, like I said, this is all hand done with a brush. It's not airbrushed or anything like that. It's all, and on these particular pieces, what makes them so nice is that we use metallic paint on this particular piece, and we use this metallic glitter, and it makes an absolutely beautiful contrast, and it's neutral enough to where it goes with any type of decor. And I just was so pleased with this. You know, I do nativities, several of them every year, and I've done that for 25 years. And so the challenge is the fact that you can't change the cast of characters. You know,
That's true.
It's the same folks, the same story. You know, the wise men and the Holy Family and that sort of thing. And with me, of course, the challenge is that every single one of them has to be different, has to be unique, has to be original. So I sort of picked these themes, you know, and this that has this beautifully sort of elegant gold on cream. So I've used silver and gold, and I've got just a little bit of the glitter to give it some pop and everything. So it's a very elegant look, you know, as compared to some of the pieces that I do that are more folk art oriented or the Victorian oriented, where I use dual tones and everything. This has a subtle neutrality to it that I think is absolutely lovely. The scale of it is good too. You know, it's not huge, but it's large enough so that all the detail is there, and it's beautifully done, but it doesn't dominate the room. But it's something that, you know, if you wanted to give it to your kids to take to their dorm rooms, you know, it's fine. Or if you have a smaller apartment or something, you know, you want to decorate with something, it just works out beautifully, you know. And I think it's something that just anybody that loves this story and loves, you know, the real meaning of Christmas, this is a perfect way to celebrate that. You know, and once again, it's one of those things that becomes part of your Christmas tradition. It's always a delight for me when I go to the signings and so forth, and people tell me how they use my artwork to celebrate their holidays and that sort of thing, and the way they use it sort of as a means of kind of bonding the family together, give you something, in common. So it's always a delight.
Well, and what a fun way to be able to share the story, the Christmas story in general, the birth of Jesus Christ with your family, because you can kind of take each piece and put them in their places and talk about each one. So remember, in this set, you're getting 8 pieces. The tallest one is about 9 inches, so you're getting an angel, as you're seeing right here with that gorgeous metallic and the glitter all done in that resin with that. Oh, this is just so lovely. And then, of course, behind that one, you're seeing the 3 wise men in the back. So you're getting each one with their different gifts, the frankincense and the myrrh, and you're getting them all ornate and beautiful with the glitter and the metallics. And then, of course, you have Joseph and Mary down in the center. And then right in between the two of them, with their beautiful gestures. Jim, I really feel like the gestures that you've made for each one is also so appropriate. I mean, look at Mary. She has her hands just crossing right over her heart, just looking at baby Jesus. And then you have Joseph, who, in my opinion, in this particular patrol, he is blessing him. He's saying, he's giving thanks. And so when you really see the storylines that you can make with this while you're reading Luke 2, H224057 is a great way to get home. Now I have fewer than 300 remaining. Remember, it does come with a stable, and I'm just going to kind of show you the back of this too, so you can see that wherever you set this up, you can put it against the wall, but you do get Jim Shore's actual, this is a real deal. This is not a version. This is the real deal done by Jim Shore and his group of wonderful craftsmen. You're getting it home for $169 or 4 easy monthly payments of $42.25. H224057. I do hope you're able to get this one home. But Jim, this one's great. I do hope that a lot of people can enjoy this and pass it down throughout their family.
Well, it's Christmas is one of those seasons that has a double meaning. You have the secular side, which is a lot of fun with, Santa Claus and the gift giving and all that kind of stuff. But the real meaning, of course, as we all know, is the celebration of the birth of Jesus. And it's always a delight for me to be working on that part of Christmas, because, of course, that's to all of us